Hi everybody, Martin here. Today I'm going to go over the building of Zoetic prescriptions. Zoetic prescriptions are built on the idea of reciprocity and the fact that elements that you employ in Magick are going to be reciprocal. They are going to combine and feed into and off of each other to produce a new result. We mix those elements on purpose so that we may then ingest them and then walk out into the world, do our work under the influence of those Zoetic spirits. In our Zoetia, we outline a process of designing reciprocal combinations of spirits. So if it's a set of three, we would call that a triadic combination. And I'm going to use that as an example construct, but you can use more than three when you start building, particularly Whitneys and things of that nature. But if we stay within the triadic combination, we can use the alchemical process of fire as a construct for moving forward to give us a framework to build our further prescriptions upon. So if we look at what actually produces flame, we have a reciprocal combination of fuel, ember, and breath, or earth, air, and fire. These elements mix together, they are reciprocally combining, and then they actually produce flame. You can use this to produce Zoetic prescriptions for a couple of different purposes. You can use them for directed magic. This is devising a purpose and then crafting a prescription or Whitney based on the English translations provided in the book. This would be picking out three elements, one of fuel, one of ember, and one of breath, combining them together into a prescription, and then using that prescription to attain that goal, to attain that purpose. The second way you can use them is through experimental magic. And this is by choosing spirits based solely on the Zoetic meaning of the word and your intuition alone, forming them together into one of those reciprocal combinations, and then seeing what the result is, following that prescription through the loading, reckoning, and working process, and then learning basically about that prescription solely through working it yourself. And that is some of the most experimental magic that can be done with Zoetia. And that is something that will allow you to gain more insight and details from spirits and familiar entities that you may be looking for an outlet to move away from the traditionally known information and really start to learn more personal gnosis in that spirit's regard. So that is the process of building Zoetic prescriptions. You will learn a lot more about that in the book, but those are two ways that you can actually craft these reciprocal combinations into spiritual prescriptions. And I will be sharing a couple more videos as the weeks progress to flesh out the system a little bit more. But that is just a few minutes on building Zoetic prescriptions.